Hi there, today we're going to check out the latest addition to my model range. So this is the Matriarch bass. I've had the Matriarch guitar in my model range for a very long time now. I think it was 2015 when I made the first one of those, and I've done a number of them since for guitar, but never a bass. But earlier this year, a customer asked me if he could have a Matriarch bass, and I was happy to help with that because I've been wanting to do one for a long time, but never really got around to it. So that's why I've decided to make it join the model range, because I can imagine doing future ones of these with different number of strings, different scale lengths, and etc. But as far as the shape goes, it's very much based on the Ibanez RG, which is what the Matriarch is based on also. So it's very similar to that. There's a few small changes, but that's kind of the basic shape. And I was keen to try and keep that shape for the bass too, as far as the dimensions go. I didn't want to go too big with them, because I think they can lose the kind of look then. I've seen a lot of people do the IG shape as bass, and sometimes it can look a bit big and cumbersome, and it just doesn't look right. So I've tried to keep it as small as possible, while still making sure it balances well. And as you can see, I'm not holding it now, I'm balancing perfectly, just on my knees, not trying to go either direction. So that's great. And it's the same on the strap as well, which is good. So I kept the shape as small as possible. It's only a little bit bigger than the guitar. And this is a 32-inch medium scale bass. The headstock is the customer's choice. This is based on a bass he used to own, so he wanted to incorporate that into this build, which I was happy to do. And we've got only really 3 main woods on this, and that's Maple, Alder and Wenge. And I'm going to show you some of the woods and features on this bass in a bit better detail now. So let's have a closer look at it now. So we've got some nice Spalted Maple on the top of this one, and there's actually quarter sawn figure as well, so that's quite nice. And it's got some good figure and nice attractive spalting pattern on it. For the pickups, we've got the Fishman Fluence type pickups. So these are the Mike Inez Signature Edition ones. So we've got it's like a P pickup actually under the casing of this one. So it's got a really nice, kind of a bit more warm sound than you might suspect from an active pickup. And then the bridge is, I think, more like a standard Fishman Fluence. And it's got the single coil mode on this, so you can pull the volume and it'll go into single mode. And then it comes with a preamp, the Fishman stuff does. So we've got the balance for each pickup, just selecting the pickup there. And then we've got the bass and the treble. And here's the voice switch, which is the thing the Fishman Fluence pickups do. So you can actually select kind of a different voice from the pickup. One is a bit more traditional and one's a bit more kind of modern. And on the bridge here we've got the Kahler, which is individual bridges. So these are mounted to base plates which can be set at any string spacing. So I've set these at about 17mm string spacing, which was requested by the customer. It makes it nice and kind of fast feeling to play. So a standard bass would normally be 19mm string spacing. And you can see with this Matriarch shape, we've got these kind of aggressive carves around here, which helps with neck access on the lower one, and they give it a kind of aggressive look as well. And we've got this beautiful Wenge fretboard, this kind of feathery pattern to the grain. And these are stainless steel frets. And the neck is also reinforced with carbon fibre on the inside. Got 2 bars running down the neck of carbon fibre, and then the 2-way truss rod in the middle. So got a bone nut and matching Wenge truss rod cover here. And we've also got black accent under the headstock veneer, and this veneer was cut from the same top wood, as you can probably tell. So for the back of this one, we've got more spalted wood, except this time it's Spalted Alder. And you can see this has got some really nice figure to it as well. All kinds of different colours going on, and black lines and streaks running through it. Almost looks like one of the ebonies. But it's actually Alder going over here in the UK. And this is a 5-bolt neck attachment, and these are threaded inserts which go in the neck. They're not just screws, so they give extra kind of security. And these were requested by the customer. And on here we've got an aluminium cavity lid, anodized aluminium, which is what I use on most of my basses and guitars. And then we've got a battery box for the Fishman stuff, because that needs one for the preamp and the pickups, the active pickups. And then moving down this way, we've got more Spalted Alder on the heel of the neck, and this is what they call an all-access neck joint, so you can see it just runs straight into the body. There's no big kind of lump here, it doesn't wise up down here like a Fender neck does, for example. We've got that big flat area in front of here for no reason. So we haven't got any of that on this one, which is how I do pretty much all my necks anyway. And this is a 3-piece neck, so we've got Wenge and Maple. And up at this end, we've got more Spalted Alder to tie in with the back of the body. And we've got these really cool Schaller Vinci tuners, which really look the part. and they do a great job as well. Unfortunately, these have been discontinued now, so we're lucky to get hold of these. And again, we've got another black accent running underneath the Spalted Alder here. I'll get a quick side view for you now, and then we can hear what it sounds like. So the side views worth seeing because there's some really fantastic figure in this alder around the edge. And again, you can see we've got another black accent running underneath the top, which gives a nice clean line and actually ties in nicely with the spalting in the wood. And you can also see we've got Luminlay side dots on this one. So let's hear what it sounds like now. So as I mentioned, this bridge pickup has got a single coil split on it if you want to. So we've got the bridge pickup selected at the moment, and this is how it sounds normally. And then if we go into single, more of a kind of a jazz bass type sound to it, and these pickups are actually spaced in the jazz positions, so this is the 60s jazz setup. So that's a good way of getting an extra sound out of the bass with the single coil split. And then on the neck pickup, this sounds very much more warm and traditional, a bit more P-like, because it is effectively a P pickup in this casing, and it's not far off the P position either. So it's a bit more warm sounding. And then obviously we've got the active preamp as well. I've got everything set pretty flat at the moment. In fact, it is flat. So this is the bass, and you can see that's quite effective. And then we've got the treble control down here as well, and that's got plenty of cut and boost on it as well. We've got flat wound strings on the space at the moment, so it does take a bit from the kind of trebly sound of round wounds, but there's still plenty here. And finally, we've got the voice switch here, which I mentioned earlier. And this works no matter what setting you've got. So it works on, if you've got the treble bass boosted anything, works on any preamp setting, and also works when you're in single coil mode as well. So this just gives kind of a bit more kind of brighter sound to it. You should be able to just about hear it through the camera mic. Sounds a bit kind of more traditional sounding with it up, a bit more kind of bassy and a bit brighter and kind of clicky sounding, more modern sounding with the switch down. So what I've done now is I've actually recorded a track for you to have a listen to, and I've done this mostly with the neck pickup here, and I've recorded that with the bass and treble slightly boosted, and then I've actually overdubbed a bit with the bridge pickup as well. So the chords on this track were played with the bridge pickup and everything else the neck. So you can have a listen to that now. that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to leave me a like. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please do subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.